Fantastic 1.
Fantastic 2.
Fantastic 3.
Fantastic 4. Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Hello and welcome once again to Toon Jam. I am Matt.
I'm J-Man.
And today we are talking about the Fantastic Four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
The Fantastic Four is the third animated television series based on the Marvel comic book series of the same name. Airing began in 1994 and ended in 1996. There were 2 seasons with 13 episodes per season, making 26 episodes in total. The second season, which is what we're visiting today, Series 2, Episode 13, Doomsday, the final episode, because we don't like to jump in without having no idea of what's going on before. But the second season, for both Fantastic Four and Iron Man, which were presented together as the Marvel
Power Hour? I don't know. Is that what it was?
I did read it before, but I've completely forgotten it. But they were both retoured and sporting new opening sequences, improved animation, and more adult storylines, drawing more from the comics, supposedly. And just a little bit cool information: they were going to do a season 3. But obviously it didn't. But they were going to focus that on the storyline in which Sue Storm becomes pregnant, has a kid, including characters such as the Submariner, who appeared once in the first season, but they wanted to do it like, obviously the new crew wanted to do their own take on him. Medusa of the Inhumans, and She-Hulk as well. But alas, they never did. So there you go, a little bit of background info on
the
Fantastic Four.
Just 4.
Just 4 of them.
Only 4.
Just seeing if I can find the name of the Marvel thing because it's bothering me, but might just have to give it a miss. Oh well.
The Shower Hour.
I'm sure
Marvel
you guys
Shower
know.
Hour.
Maybe it is just that. Oh well.
The Hour of Power.
You get the gist.
Yeah.
Y'all. Okay, so
Cower in the shower
without
hour.
further ado, let's move to our memory section.
Yes.
So, Fantastic Four, the 90s series. Memories?
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, there was 4 of them.
Yeah.
They were pretty
Fantastic.
Some would say. Yeah. No, I used to watch the hour of that we don't speak of.
It's really bugging me that.
Yeah, I used to watch that on the old Saturday morning jazz.
I think that's probably the first time I saw Stan Lee.
Yeah, it could have been.
In the intros on that.
Yeah,
True Believers.
That sounds about right.
And then he used to say Excelsior all the time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah, got used to his voice there. No doubt. Yeah. So I used to watch that show and I just enjoyed it. I liked it. It was it was quite futuristic, quite sciencey, sci-fi kind of stuff, and the characters are all pretty, they're pretty crazy. So like everyone's got like a weird ability and stuff. I always just liked that. Like it felt very. I mean, it is from a comic, but it felt kind of like it's kind of a classic comic premise. Like everyone's hit by something, whatever, and then they all turn into weird things. And it's kind of explained, but it's kind of not.
You don't need any more than that.
Yeah, it's like
cosmic rays.
Cosmic rays.
Cosmic rays.
Okay.
Oh right, I don't know what they are.
Cool.
So
like that's a tick box. You
that's
know what you need.
Yeah.
It's just like cool. So yeah, I kind of got on with it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I remember it as well. I did like it. Fantastic Four were always one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Spider-Man first.
Yeah.
Then Fantastic Four.
Nice.
And then I don't know, maybe the X-Men or something when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Marvel, talking Marvel obviously.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I really like the Fantastic. I liked the Thing.
Yeah.
Just thought that was really cool that he was just made of rock.
Yeah.
It's really simple, but yeah, I just really liked him. But there was something for everyone. I used to like the unmentionable Hour because you got Iron Man in there as well.
Yes, yeah.
They're just characters that you didn't, especially in this country. That was the only time you saw him ever.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't really get the comics, and like, you were lucky to get a comic.
Yeah.
I remember having an old Fantastic Four comic that had Black Panther in as well.
Oh, right.
I just remember seeing the cover, and it had like a fake Thing on it, as well as the Thing fighting the fake Thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then Black Panther like in a tree.
Just lurking.
Yeah. But yeah, I just really liked it. Liked everything about it. Like you say, it had loads of quirky characters, and it was just like the crossover stuff was dead cool. This was obviously before we had like the MCU and all of that. This was like, you got to see, like, just in this episode, you see like just little nods to like Storm.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who else was in it. Someone else I saw.
Yeah.
That's barely in it, like, for more than a second. You're just like, oh yeah. So it does exist in the same place as the other cartoons.
Because that wasn't really a concept you were you were sort of privy to back then.
Yeah,
it's like,
and it was cool that they actually used the real storylines as well. That was cool. But yeah, just really liked it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Cool theme tune as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, dun, 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 dun.
You know, I guess.
Etc.
Yeah. Solid theme tune.
Yeah. So before we elaborate on theme tunes, let's hit our playthrough.
Rewind. Playthrough.
So Fantastic Four. What was the?
Season 2, episode 13, Doomsday.
Doomsday, yeah, of course.
Oh,
so Doctor Doom, mainly being the main villain, popping up all the time, just really hates them to like the nth degree.
Yeah, all he wants is to see the end of the Fantastic Four and take over the world.
Yeah. So in this episode, he hatches a plan to lure the Silver Surfer into basically submission by using a series of robots and a helpless female. And then he basically lures him into a little cottage where he's sat down in a chair with a cloak on.
Pretend to be a granddad.
Yeah. All part of the plan.
Yeah.
He attacks him and basically uses some device in order to suck out his Silver Surfer powers, which have been granted to him.
Power Cosmic, or whatever it's called.
By Galactus, and then becomes all powerful and instantly learns how to surf rad waves.
And
like get straight on the board. Just jumps on it. And
they keep referencing, don't they, that he's done it before.
Yeah,
he stole his powers before.
So yeah, maybe that's just like riding a bike when you ride a cosmic surfboard.
Surf dude. Fantastic Four.
So he surfs straight over to find some of the Fantastic Four and basically ruin their day
completely.
Yeah, so he'll just have a scuffle with them, even though he's all powerful and he's just kind of doing it for fun. It turns out that he doesn't actually want to kill them outright. He just wanted to
just teasing him, really. Yeah. Just basically saying to you, I can.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm well hard.
I will stop you.
Just rubbing their noses in the fact that he's all powerful.
That's it. And he's basically going to let them live a long and painful life while he destroys the rest of humanity and brings them to
and takes over the world.
Yeah. Which classic villain plan. Yeah. So he kind of does that, taunts him a little bit, and then Reed, being one step ahead of the game as usual, realizes that he's holding back, and so admits defeat pretty quickly. While the rest of them are fairly annoyed.
What are you doing, Reed? Yeah. Hey, we can't just give up.
I was gonna give that old metalhead a piece of my mind.
And he's, well, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I knew what I was doing, and therefore I surmise that I must quit first, and then I will have time to defeat him later.
And so basically, he has enough time to go back to the lab, grow a semi-beard, while in captivity.
Weird stubble seed.
It grows slightly more during.
I think
the
it's
scene.
just like whenever he's working hard, he doesn't shave. I think that's the idea.
Yeah. No shave routine for Reed Richards. That's when you know some real science is being done.
Yeah.
So he cooks up like a what seems to be like a weird moth machine thing.
Yeah.
That kind of flies out. He uses Ben as a
as a guinea pig. Yeah. Like saps his powers.
Yeah, winds him up and makes him angry. And then basically sends over the tech to Tony Stark, who gets working on it.
Yeah.
While they head back to Doctor Doom, I suppose, and then
like distract him until the moth thing comes
in.
It
comes and basically saps his power just before he's about to fully eliminate them.
But then there's this whole thing about him basically, because he's got Silver Surfer's been like imprisoned on Earth, and so there's a barrier around the Earth. So they send Doctor Doom flying after this machine that's depowered him. He hits the barrier and then loses his powers. They go back to Silver
Surfer, who's just like in a permanent monologue of how like just humanity and philosophy, and it just continues his rabble of like, well, it seems that even though you humans are the most destructive creatures of all time, there is something genuinely good about.
There is some genuine nobility within you. Goodbye.
And maybe one day I'll understand.
But not today.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Continues to ride the sick waves of the stars, and that's basically the end of the episode. Yeah.
Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Okay, so your thoughts. Let's cover a few points.
Yes. Well,
shall we start with the intro?
Yeah.
First of all, hot topic. Classic intro.
Yeah.
Not on this series.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Well, season 2, with it being
the refit.
Yeah,
the remix.
They changed the intros as well.
But
in this case, it was worse.
Definitely worse.
Far worse. It sounds like it's recorded on a kazoo.
Yeah.
It's just like some
in a cupboard.
I can't even remember it. Like,
no.
Really generic, no words.
Yeah.
I think they were just trying to like do what X-Men did.
Yeah.
But to no avail. It was nowhere near as good as
the X-Men thing.
Fantastic Four.
I know, it was so uplifting. You were like ready for cosmic adventure.
And then at the end there's like some other version.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same but slightly different about like Galactus being hungry and Doom trying to take over the world, and then it's like back to the chorus.
Yeah. And they've
really missed out on that.
Yeah, they really shouldn't have fixed that. Well, they didn't fix it. They ruined it.
Yeah.
Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. So be disappointed when you come to watch this episode.
Yeah, just for the theme tune.
You are not getting the cool theme. On that one.
You can always just YouTube the theme tune and mute it while it plays the intro.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. You got the new classy animation.
Yeah.
With the old classy theme tune.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, so first thing we see.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Let's cover Silver Surfer.
Man, what a guy he is.
Well, I mean,
he is.
I've never seen so much angst.
It's just
he's living amongst the animals.
Yeah.
Because humans are so destructive.
Yeah.
So cruel.
His philosophy is just too true.
Yeah.
It just cuts you deep.
Yeah.
It's just
humans are a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Whereas these animals are innocent.
They've sacrificed everything for profit and gain, and let the lands become barren.
And then
he like lies with a lion, doesn't he? And he's like stroking it and being like, even though you completely mangle your prey into tiny pieces and share them with your family, there's literally no violence in you whatsoever.
Oh yeah, and the Silver Surfer's a weird one because he's a really serious character, isn't he? Like he's never. I don't think he ever tells a joke.
No.
But he's a surfer.
Yeah.
He's got a surfboard.
Yeah.
And it's not just like a board that he stands on and flies up. No. I'd be fine with that. It's a full-on actual surfboard. Like it's got the lines that make it. Like, hasn't it even got like a fin?
Yeah.
In the bottom of it.
Yeah, which I don't know. Is that aerodynamic? Or?
I don't know. It's just such a strange design.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't use that when they made a film.
No.
But I wonder if they will if they use it.
I like that he's got like the swim trunks on this.
Yeah, he's got like little trunks on. Hasn't he?
Yeah, like he's ready to hit
silver trunks.
Hit the beach.
Yeah, and it makes you think. Oh right, so like he's just wearing shorts.
Yeah, like he's
just got like Galactus has been like, here's your uniform.
Yeah,
a pair of silver shorts. He's got a little coat hanger.
Yeah, and he was just like, cool,
because that's all I have.
Yeah,
to cover my silvery body. Oh, you got a surfboard as well.
Yeah.
Surf's up, dude.
Galactus just hit a slew of surf planets in the early stages. Non-stop surfing all night long.
But he is cool. He's
a
weird character that's very strange.
Yeah. He kind of gets pretty deep pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty heavy going from the outset.
Yeah.
And he's obviously a nice guy because he sees that lady in distress.
Yeah.
And then he just comes into
he just happens to fly over Doomstad.
And in his travels. Yeah.
Like he spends ages in a jungle and he's like, I'm just gonna fly to Doomstad.
Yeah. Don't know.
Cool. But without that you wouldn't have a plot, so can't really complain.
No, that's true.
On his way, that's where you see like Storm, isn't it? And
you
see the Marvel offices.
Yeah, that was
like,
pretty funny.
Of artists.
Just like slaving away.
Yeah. And then you see some other heroes. I can't remember all of them. I remember there was a few cool Easter eggs.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so he gets to Doomstad. We meet Doctor Doom.
Let's
cover Doctor Doom.
He is. He's another angry. He's angry in a far different way.
Yeah, he's definitely. His accent, Doctor Doom. I've never really understood where Doctor Doom is actually from.
So conflicting.
Because I assume he's from Doomstad.
Yeah.
But he also worked in America with
the Fantastic.
But in this,
Four.
he has an English accent.
Yeah. I don't know. I always feel like
I've never really known
just some sort of weird
no accent,
just some
middle
weird
ground mixture.
European somewhere. I don't know. Like
I was somewhere between German and Russian. What I always imagine. But I guess it's just probably it doesn't really matter because he could have any accent.
Yeah.
He's super English in this though.
He is, yeah. Which is it's kind of odd.
Yeah, and he's proper stereotypical villain that fully monologues and
everything he does. And
really wants to rub it in Fantastic Four, which is what he's like, to be fair.
Yeah.
I know Stan Lee once said that Doctor Doom was his favourite villain because he's one of the only ones that doesn't actually want to do anything illegal.
Yeah.
He wants to take over the world.
Yeah.
Obviously that isn't illegal.
Yeah.
So it's like quite
funny, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is kind of weird. Like his actual game plan is just like, I just want to be the ruler.
Yeah, he just wants to rule everything.
Yeah,
he's just so arrogant that no one's better than him.
Yeah,
so he feels like he should be in charge.
Top dog.
He is a good villain.
Yeah.
I think we'll see him obviously now. Marvel have got back the rights to
the Four.
X-Men stuff. We'll possibly see him as a big villain.
Yeah.
Soon enough.
Hopefully done in the way. Yeah. Maybe they'll just get someone mad English.
Yeah.
They'll get Michael Caine to play him. Allah.
I'm so tired of the Fantastic Four. I'm so tired of the Fantastic. Hello. My name is Victor Von Doom. And I am a doctor.
We can only hope. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, Michael Caine for Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Unthought of, but
yeah.
Now we've said
it makes sense.
You're all like,
yeah, I can see it.
100%. So he comes out with some zingers. Throughout.
He does. Yeah, he is pretty funny because he's like, it's weird because you've got this thing where like he's constantly just trying to come up with like very English insults for the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And then like the Thing is constantly just calling him different variations of metal face or like metal bum.
Tin can bridges.
Yeah. So like the Thing's stuff always sounds really lame in comparison.
Yeah.
Because then Doctor Doom just comes back with some like elaborate like throwdown.
Yeah. So like you shabby nincompoops.
Yeah. It's like a Victorian English rap battle.
You are nothing but a dishevelled bunch of ingrates who have no use for your own powers.
Like this, someone would say something to like I can't remember what they say, but they're like, oh, you'd think that you'd do this if you and then Doom's just like, one would think one would, wouldn't one? It's just like, all right.
Like, chill out.
Yeah.
The Thing did make me laugh quite a lot. I think he was one of the highlights, particularly when he was reading his zombie book.
Oh yeah,
who knew that he was a fan of trashy literature? Getting proper scared as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy! Oh no! Whoa! Like full on gets like creeped out reading. Well, I can't remember what it's called. Just like zombie.
It's just called Zombie.
Zombie. And then he says it's got a different name to what is on the cover. So.
Yeah. So yeah, they obviously put that in a post or something. But yeah, that was. But
there's some pretty funny moments. Obviously, he has a fight. I think the thing seems to be, he must have been a favourite character of a lot of people because he gets a lot of airtime.
He does, yeah.
Gets way more than than Sue.
Yeah.
Who gets like all of 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But there's a bit where he gets frozen. And he turns into like a really sad looking statue.
This is pretty funny.
Then so one of the Inhumans who's going out with Johnny uses cosmic power to
restore it.
Elemental power to just restore it, like another sweeping power. I used elemental power.
Yeah.
Spot on.
To speed up his heart rate.
I'll take it. But it just cracked me up when they're fighting with Doom in the shed or whatever. There's fire everywhere. Yeah. And then they rock up and the thing's like, we came to tell you about Doom, and then just there's an explosion that knocks him off. Like he couldn't see what was going on.
That was pretty good.
Just really, really dumb.
Yeah, he is like just not smart at all. Like how he ended up going into space is like beyond. Yeah, that's like the biggest mystery of the series.
Yeah, because I know. I mean, you still got to be pretty.
Yeah.
Up to scratch.
Yeah, to be an astronaut.
Yeah. But no, Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm, he was just there for the muscle in case like the aliens showed up and wanted to come into the club or something. Yeah. No idea.
Well, he's perfect for experimenting on, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's what he's good
as Reed shows in this episode, which I thought was funny as well because like that didn't really make a lot of sense because he uses it on Ben and then he just gets really angry and he's like, that's exactly what I wanted, Ben. I just wanted you to get angry. And then they use it on Doom and then he's just sort of just like he just keeps monologuing for ages afterwards and you're just like, oh, like when's he gonna get angry? And then he just sort of gets it doesn't really work out the same way.
He full on like hates Reed.
Yeah, like so much that it just bursts through the power.
Constantly fighting him.
I did notice that like Reed like fully I think a lot of them over-explain pretty much everything that they do.
It's probably because I'm guessing they took script from the old comics.
Right, yeah.
And they used to get paid by the word, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why they're so wordy.
Yeah, so like let's go into
I mean, Reed sounds so much like he belongs in like a really old cartoon, like C-Lab 2021, but like what it's based on.
The original.
The original one. Just really old-fashioned, generic character.
Yeah, it is weird. Like his voice almost sounds like it was recorded in the past as well. Like,
I see. I will try and explain this in the most detailed way I possibly can, Benjamin.
So strange.
Yeah.
Because there's a bit where like Doom's chasing Sue and then like she makes a rock invisible and then he like just flies into that and it becomes visible again. And then Johnny just comes out and like just literally explains what's just happened.
Yeah.
And it's just like, like we got
that, like we can see it.
Great job, Sue, turning that rock invisible so that when he ran after you and you ran forward, the rock was still there, but he couldn't see it, so then he flew into it.
Thanks, Johnny. They did have some good teamwork moments.
Yeah.
Like they did that quite well. Like the actual Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You can see why they're a team.
Yeah, yeah.
Always saving each other.
Yeah, that was
using
quite cool.
their powers in ways that aren't just like punching.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the Thing. But there is a bit where he slides down a tree.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's really long.
Yeah, and windy.
That helter-skelter tree.
That was the weirdest tree.
Yeah. Doomstad trees are like bizarro trees. Doom's castle.
Yeah.
He must have like 200 million ramparts on that thing because one of them is exploding every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And by the end of it still looked like a castle to me.
Yeah, that was
incredible.
Yeah.
I liked Silver Surfer's return to the fray at the end.
Yeah, that was cool.
I liked that he went immediately back into being weird.
Like he was
after being locked in a castle for ages, he just came out and was.
Yeah.
He belongs in like a Shakespeare play.
He does, yeah.
Like definitely, just pure monologue.
I imagine that whole time he was in prison, he was just continuing his talk, like uninterrupted.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Yeah, there's a few moments that were like, oh, this is funny, or this is weird. Like there was a weird bit where, because like Reed and Sue like went on a little getaway, and there was a bit where like Reed like took out some sort of like lingerie or something. Like, and was just like
he was like full on like what did he say? He said something really dirty. Like proper perving over a lingerie.
Yeah, it was dead weird. Just like, oh, the elements will really get to you in this one.
And then she said something. He was like, I was joking.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, like glad this scene got interrupted.
I know, yeah. Like she's like well happy when Doom turns up.
Yeah.
Dirty perv Reed.
Yeah, that was like dead out of the blue. It's just like, why is this?
That's the adult moments in the script that they're on about.
Like,
we want more pervy moments.
Season
from
2,
our main characters.
You just wait. You just wait and see what.
If they'd have done season 3,
oh man,
who knows?
Just all in the bedroom.
Okay, so that was Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Let's go now to our fantastic, marvelous as well. 3-point rating system. Thumbs up. These are gonna expose you to the end.
Oh yeah.
Thumbs down. I've been reading too much zombies. Things are getting spooky. And shaky middle. You are the worst in the world, but there is still some nobility in you. Yeah. So good, bad, or okay. So Fantastic Four season 2, episode 13, Doomsday. Your thoughts?
Well, as a superhero show, it definitely fits the bill. There's a lot of action, a lot of things burning down, rays of different caliber being thrown at one another. Quips are plenty.
Yeah, plenty.
Maybe too many quips in my opinion.
Possibly. But it is, it's kids' cartoon.
Yeah, it's kids' cartoon. Like that's kind of what they want. Story wise, it was like, it's alright. Like I could have done with more Silver Surfer personally, but
well, I mean, they did do a Silver Surfer.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got it in the end.
I'm glad that they knew their strengths.
Yeah.
So yeah, it fits that kind of stuff. Like it's, I'd say overall, I don't think I could sit through lots of them because it feels like it could tire you out quite a lot with the.
That was enough.
Yeah.
You could watch one maybe the next day.
Yeah.
But in a row would be.
Yeah, it's not something that you could really.
But I mean, that's not always. I mean, even Gargoyles.
Yeah, yeah.
When we watched that was that's a Patreon episode, guy.
Yeah.
But that was after a few episodes, it was tiring. That was
Yeah, and I
not to spoil an episode, but obviously it's Gargoyles.
That's good. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's definitely many tweaks they could do to it to make it a bit more bearable in the long run. But I think it kind of did what it meant to do. But I think now going back, it does kind of feel a bit tired because like I think maybe kids are smarter than they give them credit for, and they can figure stuff out on screen. Like you don't need to all the time they spent explaining stuff, they could have probably done some more stuff.
And they did do like, if you compare it to the later series, it's quite different, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so, massively different.
So it's like a 2006 series or something.
Yeah.
And then a newer one, still 2015. I've not seen that one.
No, I haven't seen that one. But
there's plenty of Fantastic Four series.
It's so it can be done differently. Like the form. It's not like the format's broken. Like the four of them, like they work fine. There's plenty.
But I suppose they were fitting it in with like X-Men, Spider-Man. It feels very similar.
It does. Yeah.
Like, obviously we visited them too.
So for me, I think it's going to be a shaky middle.
A shaky middle.
Yeah, because it's as good as it is for fitting into what it's trying to do. It still doesn't really like. I don't think I could tolerate it as much as I could another show, for example.
And I think it's. I mean, that's the same as what you gave X-Men.
Yeah. So it's about the same. Feels about the same. Yeah.
It's a tough one. I agree with what you're saying. It is tough to watch, but I did think sitting and watching it, it didn't drag. It did fly by.
Yeah,
I was like,
quick.
for a 20-minute episode, which I know 20 minutes isn't long, but you know,
it can be.
When you're sitting and watching as many as we do, it can be. Yeah. No, it seemed to fly by. There was a lot going on. It felt loads like X-Men.
Yeah.
Where it's harking on previous episodes. It did feel a bit more like I could gather what was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was enjoyably stupid.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I do like the Fantastic Four. I am basically on the cusp here of a middle and an up. It's like a major cusp, but I'd say just middle.
Oh.
But it not a bad middle.
Yeah.
Like definitely, I feel like it wasn't as good as Spider-Man, but it was a bit better than X-Men.
Yeah.
So it's sort of in the middle.
Yeah. That's
Underrated, definitely, as like far as those cartoons go.
Yeah.
So yeah, two shaky middles, one higher than the other, I'd say, but still shaky middle on the left. Not bad though.
No,
not bad at all.
No.
So there you go, Fantastic Four.
Not so fantastic.
Not so fantastic,
but still,
you know, feasible four.
Feasible
four. A feasible solution. So thank you. That was a request. So thank you for that, because it was actually I quite enjoyed watching it, even though I gave it a shaky middle.
Yeah,
it was fun to go and visit. If you want to send us any other requests, please do. We are making our way through requests, and any that you've given us we will get to eventually, so don't worry. But yeah, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed, please feel free to rate and review us, or subscribe to us, or that jargon. If you want to get in touch with us, tell us your opinions, your thoughts, or any recommendations, you can do it at the Fantastic Three of the internet, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
So until next time, stay jammy.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening to Toon Jam, and if you want to continue to help us out, you can help us by jumping over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/toonjampod. And if you can rate and review us everywhere you listen to your podcasts, so on iTunes or on the Android apps, that'll be a massive help too. Thank you, and stay jammy.